Mercury, the cosmic communicator of the zodiac, isn't usually one to linger. But this time, it's setting up camp in Sagittarius from early November until January. This extended stay is no ordinary visit. It's a rare chance to explore how we express ourselves, question beliefs, and dive into bigger ideas. If we look back to 2017, Mercury made a similar prolonged stop here, stirring up themes around adventure, truth-seeking, and a quest for knowledge. Now in 2024, it's like we're being nudged to revisit those themes, especially if we thought we'd already figured it all out. This period calls us to question, what do we truly believe? With Mercury in Sagittarius, expect conversations to get bolder and curiosity to hit an all-time high. Sagittarian energy is about big ideas, not minor details, so don't be surprised if you find yourself drawn to discussions about life's bigger questions, like purpose and truth. If you're someone with a zodiac sign that's particularly fiery, you might feel this even more. For instance, this could be the perfect time to revisit old dreams or goals you left behind. Are there books, adventures, or even topics you've been meaning to dive into but kept putting off? Now's the time to explore with open arms, and a bit of humor wouldn't hurt either. And here's where it gets interesting. Mercury's retrograde cycle during this stay. Retrogrades can bring up the past, so don't be surprised if you find yourself in situations that feel strangely familiar or if old topics resurface. This isn't meant to frustrate you, it's meant to give you a chance to look at things with a new perspective. Whether it's an unresolved issue with someone or an idea you abandoned, take it as a chance to tie up loose ends. And just when you think you're done, well, Mercury's got another twist in store. With Mercury retrograde overlapping the US election period, it's almost like the stars are setting the stage for a plot twist. Mercury retrogrades have a reputation for stirring up confusion, especially in areas of communication and decision-making. So if there's a delay in election results or a tangled web of miscommunication, you'll know who to blame. Imagine this as a cosmic test of patience and clarity, one where nothing is clear at first. This period might feel like waiting on a text that's typing, but never comes. The collective energy will likely feel suspenseful, as if the truth is within reach but just out of sight. Now, what makes this retrograde fascinating is that it brings back themes from Mercury's retrograde in 2000, a year also marked by an intense election. Delays, recounts, and debates dominated back then, and we may see similar scenarios arise. Communication breakdowns, technical issues, or even legal complications could be on the horizon. For those with prominent Mercury placements in their natal charts, like Gemini or Virgo, this energy may feel especially tense. However, it's not just the candidates that will feel the effects. The entire nation is likely to feel the strain of this cosmic paused button. At the heart of this, Mercury retrograde is challenging everyone to look deeper. What truths are we trying to reveal? In an age of rapid information exchange, this retrograde reminds us to double-check sources, think critically, and avoid jumping to conclusions. For those deeply invested in the election process, patience will be key, and so will be a willingness to question what's presented. It's not just about a winner. It's about understanding the undercurrents at play and realizing that sometimes, delays serve to reveal what's been hidden. And as Mercury stations direct again, things should gradually clear up, just in time for the next cosmic twist. Mercury's journey through Sagittarius this year includes a powerful alignment with Chiron, the asteroid often called the wounded healer. During this period, Mercury will form a trine with Chiron in Aries 3 times, on November 19th, December 2nd, and December 31st. Each trine is like a cosmic checkpoint, encouraging us to pause and reflect on the wounds we've carried, especially those dating back to 2019 when Chiron entered Aries. This alignment brings the opportunity to address and release past hurts, particularly those tied to our sense of identity and courage. Think of these trines as moments when the universe gives us a gentle nudge to heal old scars, whether emotional or mental. For anyone who's struggled with feelings of inadequacy or unresolved conflicts, this transit can act like a balm, especially when journaling or practicing self-reflection. For instance, if you've felt silenced in some part of your life or have been holding back from expressing your true self, this is the time to speak up. The energy here supports vulnerability and honesty, both with others and within yourself. In practical terms, this trine can also be a good time to seek out mentors or spiritual guides who resonate with this healing journey. Therapy, self-help books, or even heart-to-heart conversations with trusted friends can be transformative. Chiron in Aries reminds us that healing isn't passive. It requires bravery, the kind that pushes us to confront our deepest fears. As these three trines unfold, the goal isn't perfection but progress, step-by-step growth that brings us closer to our truest selves, preparing us for Mercury's next phase. Astrological insights hit differently depending on whether you're reading for your sun, moon, or rising sign. For instance, your sun sign often represents your purpose and goals, while your moon sign reflects your emotional core, and your rising sign, or ascendant, speaks to how you approach the world. So, during this Mercury retrograde, a Leo sun might feel the call to re-evaluate personal ambitions, while a Cancer moon could be dealing with emotional shifts tied to past relationships. It's like the universe hands each sign its own unique lesson plan. For those with Sagittarius placements, Mercury's prolonged stay in this sign will feel especially personal. The retrograde could inspire questions around philosophy, purpose, and worldview. What do you truly believe in, and are you living by those beliefs? Meanwhile, Earth signs like Taurus and Virgo might find themselves focused on practical matters, reassessing routines or work-life balance. A Taurus moon might ask, what really makes me feel secure? This is a moment to consider whether the structures and people in your life support your emotional needs. The beauty of looking at astrology through the lens of your sun, moon, and rising signs is that it offers a multifaceted understanding of the energies at play. It's not just about one area of life. It's about seeing how your core identity, emotional landscape, and daily approach to life interact. This Mercury retrograde is like a multi-layered conversation between different parts of yourself, encouraging a holistic reflection. And with each insight, there's a chance to realign, making sure your path ahead feels right in all aspects. As Mercury moves through Sagittarius, we're not just revisiting old themes. We're diving into personal and collective healing. This fire year transit brings a sense of urgency and intensity, echoing energies last felt in 2017. Mercury's influence during this period could stir up past experiences or unresolved issues, calling us to confront and release them. Think of it as a chance to clear out emotional and mental clutter that's been lingering far too long. It's not about avoiding pain but addressing it head-on. For many, this healing process will involve a journey back to old stories, memories, relationships, or even career paths that need closure. Chiron's influence adds a layer of vulnerability, making it the perfect time to let go of old wounds tied to self-worth. For instance, if there's a person or event you've avoided thinking about, this transit might bring it back into focus, urging you to find peace with it. This isn't easy, but it's necessary if you want to move forward unburdened by the past. The theme here is renewal, both within ourselves and in our relationships with others. As Mercury and Chiron work together, they guide us to view our experiences through a new lens, one that's forgiving and growth-oriented. This period may feel like a slow burn, but each step forward is a release, a lightening of the load. And with each wound healed, there's space for something new to take root, setting the stage for Mercury's next journey in Sagittarius. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are both prominent figures with unique astrological profiles that reflect their public personas and challenges. Harris, whose perfection year is ruled by Mercury, is likely to feel Mercury's retrograde impact on a personal level. This might influence her communication style or bring issues related to her role into sharper focus. For instance, delays or misunderstandings in her professional arena could arise, urging her to revisit how she handles public discourse. If she leans into clarity and adaptability, she could navigate these challenges effectively. On the other hand, Trump is influenced by Saturn's weighty presence, which often symbolizes restriction and accountability. Saturn can be a harsh teacher, demanding discipline and resilience. With these transits, Trump may encounter obstacles that test his patience or push him to confront his choices from a new perspective. For those who follow astrology, this could translate to a period where he faces resistance or challenges tied to his public image. It's a season where both leaders may need to reconsider their approaches and strategies. This cosmic setup hints that both figures may go through phases of introspection or public scrutiny that reveal unexpected sides of their personalities. While Harris might be prompted to express herself more precisely, Trump could be drawn toward reassessing his strategies. It's a lesson in resilience and adaptation. one where the stars remind us that even the most influential individuals face times of transformation and growth. During this retrograde, Mercury will activate key degrees in Sagittarius, especially affecting those with planets in this sign between 6 and 22 degrees. If you have placements here, expect some introspection about areas like career, relationships, or even personal beliefs. It's a cosmic reset button asking, are you sure this is the path you want to be on? Sagittarius energy doesn't settle for half-hearted answers. It pushes us to examine the truth of what we're pursuing. This period could lead to breakthroughs for those willing to look within. Imagine you're at a fork in the road regarding a big decision like a job change or relationship shift. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius encourages you to dig deep, not just to decide but to truly understand why you're making that choice. For example, if a project at work feels off, this might be the time to reassess your long-term goals and see if it aligns with your values. For those who embrace this transit, the potential for growth is vast. Mercury's energy here is about breaking down what no longer serves you and building something new, something that resonates on a soul level. It's not easy work, but for those willing to confront these deeper questions, there's a chance to realign with a purpose that feels meaningful and true. During this retrograde, Mercury will activate key degrees in Sagittarius, especially affecting those with planets in this sign between 6 and 22 degrees. If you have placements here, expect some introspection about areas like career, relationships, or even personal beliefs. It's a cosmic reset button asking, are you sure this is the path you want to be on? Sagittarius energy doesn't settle for half-hearted answers. It pushes us to examine the truth of what we're pursuing. This period could lead to breakthroughs for those willing to look within. Imagine you're at a fork in the road regarding a big decision like a job change or relationship shift. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius encourages you to dig deep, not just to decide but to truly understand why you're making that choice. For example, if a project at work feels off, this might be the time to reassess your long-term goals and see if it aligns with your values. For those who embrace this transit, the potential for growth is vast. Mercury's energy here is about breaking down what no longer serves you and building something new, something that resonates on a soul level. It's not easy work, but for those willing to confront these deeper questions, there's a chance to realign with a purpose that feels meaningful and true. Looking ahead, this Mercury in Sagittarius transit feels like the universe's way of preparing us for what's next. 2024 is a year of major shifts, and this retrograde might be the preview, showing us areas we'll need to refine or let go of. Think of it as a practice round for the bigger changes awaiting us in 2025, where other planets will also influence our personal and collective growth. Whether it's in relationships, careers, or personal beliefs, 2024 calls for self-awareness and resilience. Mercury's retrograde is a reminder to slow down and assess where we are before diving into new beginnings. If we embrace these lessons, the path ahead in 2025 and beyond can be one filled with intentional, mindful progress. Each retrograde period leaves us wiser, and this one is no different. It's the universe's way of helping us to align our goals with our truest selves. As we wrap up our exploration of Mercury's transit through Sagittarius and its broader implications, it's essential to reflect on how these astrological movements can serve as guiding lights in our lives. This period offers a unique opportunity for introspection and healing, encouraging us to embrace our past experiences and harness their lessons for the future. By tapping into the wisdom of our zodiac signs, we can navigate these transformative times with greater clarity and purpose. Now, I invite you to consider how the insights shared can be applied in your life. What personal wounds are ready to be addressed, and how can you turn those challenges into stepping stones for growth? Engaging with this energy means being proactive. Think about setting intentions or journaling your thoughts to keep track of your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. By doing so, you'll stay informed and inspired as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of astrology and its impact on our everyday lives.